Morning, here we are. Going to start a mystery walk. We're in the Cabo Tinoso area, just up from Campillo de Adentro, just down there. So just to make sure you start correctly, there's my car just down there. Up there takes you to the comms tower, all the antennas are. Behind me takes you round to the guns. So you just come up from your car there, up the track here. Only 1 minute into the walk and fantastic views all around already. Here's where we're hopefully going to end up. There's the guns there, and we follow the hillside round. Behind us in that direction is the Bay of Porto de Matron. 5 minutes into the walk, with the Port of Matron behind me there, we reach the brow of the hill, a little climb up, and there we have the Bay of Cartagena in the distance there behind my head. Stunning views all around. There's one highlight of the walk ahead of us, a huge arc from the top of the peak. Stunning views again all the way around, 360 views. That's the road there, you can see it, heading off to the guns in the distance there on that hill. And there's the coast. Sheltered area for the Port of Cartagena over there. And there's the arch above us, below us. I often get asked about the path, what it's like to follow, what it's like for access. Well, this is today's version. It's okay. It's a bit rubbly underfoot. Not that easy to see where you're going eventually, but when you're on it you can see it. So, as I was saying, the track's not always easy to follow. I'm now on top of the arch. So if I walk about another 10 metres, I just fall off the edge of the cliff. Somehow, I've got to find a track that gets me down to the sea there. There we are. I've slid down by the side of the arch. There's the arch behind me. It appears we now go through it. After a lot of scrambling around, the answer is you do actually go through the arch. So then somehow find your way down here to the sea. So basically you don't go through the arch. A lot of rock climbing and mountain climbing, and a cut hand later I've bumped into some locals, and they reckon if I come to the top of this hill, which I'm now at the top, and then keep going right all the way down here, and right and right and right and right, I'll eventually get to a path by the sea which will take me all the way back to the guns behind me. So, excursion part 2, here we go. So I've scrambled down the hillside behind me with no visible path. I've now got another little peak in front of me, and quite frankly I have absolutely no idea where I am, other than I know that's the sea. But I'm going to continue my faith in the two Spaniards I met a few minutes ago, and head off in that direction there, and hopefully I'll come across the track they was on about. If ever you're mad enough to follow in my footsteps, from the arch I've followed downhill through bushes and everything, and followed the route of 3 hunting signs. Now this is the last one, it's the third one. They stick out on each peak, so that's what I've aimed for each time. And then it looks like there's the path my two friends were telling me about that will take me to the guns. Bingo. Well, that's it, I've made it. I don't know, half hour scramble down, probably 20 minutes scrambling around the arch, but we have a track that will take me to the guns behind me there on that hill. Well, this part of the walk is really quite stunning. It's hard to believe that behind me, the hill there, is the city of Cartagena, a massive city, and the port of Cartagena. There's the sea, but around me now is just mountains and hillsides of vast emptiness. Unbelievable. And below my feet is this. Well, there's the arch that I was at, and that's where I basically got lost and then come along over the hill, over the top of these hills here, around the back of this one, over that one, down until I come to this track here. And now we can follow this track all the way around, hopefully to get to the castle and the guns over there. Simple when you know her. So I've come around the bay. I've now started on what's going to be about a 500 metre elevation climb up to the guns, which are there behind my left ear. Now that's the guns there. That's part of the guns. They stretch out all the way down the coast, down to the sea there behind me. So I've probably come only about 50 metres now, but I can see where the path's going to go. Looks like we're going to have a little zigzag section, which is nice, not too steep, all the way to the top. So it's about a 500 metre climb. I've climbed up about 350 metres now. It's well doable. It's not steep, it's very zigzaggy. I've walked it all in one without stopping, apart from the odd photograph. But there's the path I've come round on, and there's where we're aiming for. About another 100 metres up, that's the guns and the Castilla. The path ends at these steps, which brings you right up to the entrance of the guns. Yeah, made it. And this is where we've come from. So here we are. That's what we've walked 3 hours for, to come see the guns of Cartagena. Well, here we are, after 3 hours walking up and down mountains, around a coastal path, we're at the guns, and it's a very impressive emplacement. So just a small matter of now walking back down the road to find my car, which is probably about an hour away. Hope you enjoyed it. For those of you who want to go from the guns and return to the car where we started, basically you just follow the access road which runs from Campillo de Adentro to the guns. Just follow it back to where the road splits to go up to the antennas, and that's where the car's parked to start the walk and to finish the walk. And along the way you'll have some lovely views over the Cartagena Bay towards Cartagena. But as you see, I'm back up in the clouds on the route back to the car. We started behind me there, way over there. As you can see, a zigzag path. We went down that, we went across the mountains there, then we went behind me now. There's another zigzag path going up the mountain. We went up that to the guns that are now sticking out through the clouds, and then we followed the track from what's in the clouds now, around the clouds to where I'm now, and the car's just round here to the left, about another 15 minutes. Summary of this walk If you want to do it in circular fashion, like I'm doing, you can. It's just a shame that the last bit is on this tarmac. It's easy to park, nice little space to park at the end of the access road to the antennas, but after the arc is what we can only describe as a bit technical. Only advanced walkers on that one. But once you're on the track down below, it's really scenic and a lovely walk around and then up to the guns. The walk up to the guns is not that difficult. It's staged, it's very zigzag path, it's not a direct route up the mountain. So you do go up about 400 metres, but you don't really feel it at the time. You can see I'm there back in the clouds again behind me. And then down to my right is the sea. And over there through the clouds and the haze is Cartagena. So, enjoyable walk. So that's it. 4 hours, 20,000 steps. We're back to the start point and finish with a lovely view. Cracking walk.